Being a student is exciting. It's a time of discovery, learning, and forging lifelong friendships. You're exploring new subjects, diving into campus life, and figuring out who you want to be. But let's face it, money is always tight. The reality of student life often involves ramen noodles, budget-friendly activities, and constantly checking your bank balance. Textbooks, those essential tools for your education, come with a hefty price tag. Food, whether it's grabbing a quick bite between classes or stocking up on groceries, is a constant expense. And fun, those much-needed social outings and campus events, add up fast, leaving you wondering where all your money went. And that financial stress can be overwhelming. It can impact your studies, your social life, and your overall well-being. I remember staring at my bank account, wishing I had more freedom to say yes to opportunities, whether it was a weekend trip with friends, a concert, or even just ordering takeout without feeling guilty. That's when I realized a side hustle could be the answer, a way to supplement my income and gain some financial independence. Not just for cash, but for control over my life. It was about taking charge of my finances and creating a more secure future for myself. Unlike a rigid part-time job, a side hustle is flexible, allowing you to work around your class schedule and other commitments. You're the boss, choosing when and how you work, setting your own hours, and deciding which projects to take on. It's a chance to learn real-world skills that will benefit you long after you graduate. Time management, learning to juggle your studies with your side hustle, customer service, interacting with clients and customers, and financial smarts, understanding how to budget, save, and invest your earnings that you won't get in class. These are practical skills that will set you apart in the job market. Thanks to the gig economy, there are more options than ever, from online freelancing to local service gigs. All you need is a phone, some motivation, and a willingness to try new things and put yourself out there. Whether you're tutoring, sharing your knowledge with others, delivering food, providing a convenient service to busy people, or walking dogs, giving furry friends some exercise and companionship, there's a side hustle for everyone, no matter your skills or interests. It's not about getting rich overnight. That's not the goal here. It's about building confidence and creating opportunities for yourself, gaining valuable experience, and setting yourself up for future success. If you've ever felt the pinch, a side hustle can give you the breathing room you need, allowing you to enjoy your college experience without constant financial worry. It's a step toward the life you want, one weekend at a time, a chance to build your skills, expand your network, and earn some extra cash. I turned one weekend into a $500 success story, proof that even a small side hustle can make a big difference. And you can too. It's all about finding the right opportunity and putting in the effort. Here's how I did it: a step-by-step guide to launching your own successful side hustle. Every project, big or small, needs a clear goal to guide your efforts. It's the North Star that keeps you on track and prevents you from wandering aimlessly. Without a defined objective, you risk wasting time and energy on tasks that don't contribute to a meaningful outcome. For my weekend endeavor, I set a target of $500. This wasn't just a random number plucked from thin air. It was a carefully considered figure that represented a tangible achievement. Why $500, you might ask? It was challenging enough to push me outside my comfort zone and require some serious effort, but it was also realistic, achievable within the limited time frame of a weekend. It was an amount that was substantial enough to make a real difference, enough to cover groceries for the next few weeks, or even stash away for something bigger down the line, like a new gadget or a weekend getaway. To make this ambitious goal less daunting, I broke it down into smaller, more manageable chunks. My plan was to earn $75 on Friday, $225 on Saturday, and $200 on Sunday. Suddenly, the big goal of $500 felt far more manageable, less like scaling a mountain and more like navigating a series of smaller hills. It was now just a few smaller hills to climb, each with its own set of challenges and rewards. This approach made the overall objective seem less intimidating and more attainable. As a student juggling textbooks and lectures, I had to carefully fit hustling around my studies, ensuring that my academic responsibilities remained a top priority. To maintain a healthy balance, I blocked out dedicated time slots for assignments first, carving out specific periods for focused study and research. This wasn't about sacrificing grades for cash. It was about finding a way to supplement my income without compromising my education. It was about balance, pure and simple, finding that sweet spot where I could pursue my financial goals while still excelling in my studies. I meticulously tracked every dollar earned in a dedicated notebook, creating a visual record of my progress. I decided to gamify the entire weekend, turning the pursuit of my financial goal into a fun and engaging game. Watching my earnings steadily grow throughout the weekend kept me incredibly motivated, fueling my determination to reach my target. This motivation persisted even when I was bone-tired and tempted to call it quits. The planning phase was absolutely crucial to the success of this weekend challenge. It set the solid foundation for everything that followed, providing a roadmap to navigate the weekend efficiently and effectively. With a clear target of $500 and a well-defined plan of action, I felt confident and ready to hustle. Now, let's dive into the nitty-gritty details of how I carefully picked the right gigs to maximize my earnings and make this ambitious goal a reality. With my goal set, I needed the right side hustles. I didn't have fancy skills, but I had a car, a phone, and strong grades in history and English. I listed my strengths: driving, loving animals, and tutoring. My planned food delivery, dog walking, and academic tutoring. Diversifying was key. If one gig was slow, I had backups. Food delivery was perfect for meal times, dog walking filled daytime gaps, and tutoring paid the most per hour. I avoided gigs needing big investments or long-term commitments. My chosen trio fit my schedule and skills, offering immediate earning potential. Now it was time to get started. Friday night, I kicked off with food delivery, aiming for $75. I'd already signed up for a delivery app, filled my gas tank, and prepped my phone. I worked the dinner rush in a busy downtown area. Always go where the orders are. My first delivery was a big pizza order, and the tip was a great motivator. Over 4 hours, I completed 10 deliveries, focusing on high payout orders and staying efficient. A cooler bag kept food hot, and quick messages to customers boosted my ratings and tips. By 9:30 p.m., I'd made $82.50, beating my goal for the night. That first win was a huge confidence boost. My plan was working, and $500 felt within reach. I headed home, ready for Saturday's challenges. Next up, dog walking. Here's how that went. Saturday morning, after studying, I switched to dog walking. I'd set up a Rover profile, booked a client, and was ready for Max, a golden retriever. 2 long walks with Max and a spontaneous walk with Daisy, a beagle, filled my day. Sending pet photos to owners built trust and led to repeat business. On-demand walks filled schedule gaps and boosted my earnings. By day's end, I'd made $75 from dog walking. I got exercise, fresh air, and happy clients. With momentum building, I moved on to tutoring. Tutoring was my highest earning hustle. I scheduled 2 sessions at the campus library, one for history essay help, one for English literature. At $40 an hour, tutoring paid off, $80 in 2 hours. I focused on teaching skills, not just giving answers, so students left more confident. Tutoring was rewarding beyond the money. It felt great to help others succeed. This gig proved the value of leveraging academic strengths. After 2 focused sessions, I'd boosted my Saturday total and learned the power of working smarter. With Saturday done, I was well on my way to $500. Sunday would be the final push. Here's how I combined gigs for maximum profit. Sunday was crunch time, my last shot at hitting $500. I started with a quick $15 dog walk, then focused on food delivery during lunch and dinner rushes. I worked smart busy zones, selective orders, and friendly customer communication. 7 hours of delivery brought in $195, plus the morning walk totaled $210 for the day. Combining quick gigs with high-volume delivery made Sunday my most profitable day. I was exhausted but thrilled. I'd surpassed my daily goal. The finish line was in sight. My weekend strategy, diversify, plan, and hustle, had paid off. But balancing all this with student life was just as important. Here's how I managed it. Balancing side hustles with college life is tough, but possible. The secret? Prioritize your studies. Block out non-negotiable time for assignments and classes. Only then do you fit hustles into the gaps. Don't overbook yourself. Schedule breaks to recharge or you'll burn out fast. I used a calendar app to track everything: classes, study blocks, gigs, and downtime. Seeing my schedule visually helped me avoid conflicts and stay organized. Rest isn't wasted time. It's essential for focus and quality work. Keeping everything in my head was a recipe for stress, so I relied on tech to stay on track. With discipline and planning, I balanced earning with learning. The result? No missed deadlines, no burnout, and a successful, profitable weekend. Now let's talk about what I gained beyond the money. Sunday night, after a long but productive week, I finally sat down to tally my earnings. It was a moment I had been looking forward to all week, a chance to see the tangible results of my hard work and dedication. The numbers swam before my eyes as I added them up, each figure representing hours of effort and commitment. First up, $82.50 from delivery. Not bad for a few evenings of zipping around town, ensuring hungry customers got their meals on time. Then $75 from dog walking. Those furry friends sure know how to earn their keep, and I enjoyed the fresh air and exercise too. Next, $80 from tutoring. Helping my peers understand challenging concepts was rewarding in itself, but the extra income was a definite bonus. And finally, a whopping $210 on Sunday alone. That was a particularly busy day, but it paid off handsomely. My total? A grand total of $547.50. Well over my initial $500 goal. I couldn't help but feel a surge of pride and accomplishment, but the real reward, the thing that truly made it all worthwhile, was more than just the cash in my bank account. I proved to myself that I could set a tough goal, dedicate myself to achieving it, and ultimately crush it. That feeling of self-efficacy was priceless. The money meant freedom, the freedom to pursue my passions without constant financial worry. It meant less stress, knowing I had a financial cushion to fall back on if needed. It meant more choices, the ability to invest in my education and future without being constrained by limited resources. And of course, it meant a significant boost to my savings, setting me up for long-term financial security. Beyond the financial benefits, I learned invaluable skills like time management, juggling multiple responsibilities, and prioritizing tasks effectively. I honed my customer service skills, learning how to interact with people from all walks of life and provide them with excellent service. And perhaps most importantly, I discovered how to turn my existing skills and talents into a reliable source of income. Most importantly, I gained a newfound sense of confidence and self-reliance, knowing that I could take control of my financial future. I realized I wasn't just a student passively receiving an education. I was an entrepreneur, actively shaping my own future and building a foundation for success. So, if you're a student feeling the financial squeeze, struggling to make ends meet and worrying about mounting expenses, please know that you can absolutely do this too. You have the potential to transform your financial situation and create a brighter future for yourself. Start small, don't feel pressured to take on too much at once. Set a realistic and achievable goal, something that motivates you without feeling overwhelming, and carefully pick side hustles that genuinely fit your lifestyle, your skills, and your available time. Make a detailed plan, outlining your goals, your strategies, and your timeline for success. Stay organized, keep track of your income and expenses, and manage your time effectively. And most importantly, don't be afraid to try new things, to experiment with different opportunities, and to learn from your experiences. The world of side hustles is absolutely full of opportunity, waiting to be discovered and explored. Your own success story, your journey towards financial freedom and self-reliance, could very well start this weekend.